He's dead.
I was pissed at Cuddy for a good while after the prison debacle. But hey, you can't blame him for what the Hammers did to him. So I decided to go after that horn Felix talked about. Not like I had a whole lot of choice, really. The rent is due. My landlord's even tougher than the Hammers. The map's pretty specific about where the entrance is. Too bad it's not as clear about where the horn is. Felix did some scrounging before he left, and his notes say the horn is in the tomb of some nobles, the Quintas family. Guess I'll just have to explore. Felix, always helpful, also said that the catacombs are supposed to be haunted. I think I'll go make some inquiries about where a heretic like me can get some holy water. Always go prepared.
Well, hello and welcome back to Jackow's Ghost. As you might have guessed, we are continuing our playthrough of Thief the Dark Project, and we're only on our third mission down in the Bonehoard, so if you're not liked and subscribed, be sure to do that before we begin. But for now, let's just quickly go over our objectives. You gotta get the Horn of Quintas, the Mystic's Heart, the Mystic's Soul, 2,000 worth of loot, and then get back to the surface. Pretty straightforward stuff, so let's get into it. And right from the beginning, there's a dead zombie there. Don't worry, he's not going to jump up and scare the living hell out of us like he did to me 25 years ago, you son of a bitch! Don't worry, everybody, just a little bit of unprocessed trauma. Say the line, Garrett.
It's a long way down.
I'm actually going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to shoot a rope arrow here. I want to just showcase this little aspect. Grab this and jump across. And in here are some water arrows. Little secret nook there. We're gonna head down this way. Go up these stairs. And around here, the hallway is going to curve. To the left is some holy water. Right over here, we can avoid these pressure plates. Grab this gold vase. The dead hammer, but we're just going to take the rope down. We're going to avoid this zombie, grab the gem out of this chest, back into the next room, jump into the water. When we emerge, we're just going to grab this chest on the right, setting off that trap, but we're going to want these fire arrows for later. We're going to go down this ladder, and when we reach the bottom, we're going to hit that pressure plate, and then we turn around and see this is a hostile work environment. Go into the red cave. Here you can see that Burrick. We're going to go to the left, drop all the way down, head down even more, and then we go down this hole. And in here we'll find a dead thief and a room filled with pressure plates, and you can easily just diagonally run across the room. Grab his purse. There's also some fire arrows there and a readable. We're not really going to need it. And we're back out immediately. We're going to go to the other side. top here, we're just going to try to silently jump through that little opening. Avoid this guy. And in these caves is another differentiation between Thief Gold and the Dark Project we're about to see here. You go down to the end and then up to the left. Now, normally in Thief Gold, you would already have seen the pile of bones and a silver nugget, but in the Dark Project, it's up here and to the right. A little harder to find. We're just going to head back to the room with all the Burricks. Now, these Burricks seem to be on something of a randomized set of patrols, so we have to be very careful when we get through here. Run over this way, and hopefully we don't get caught by this guy. Seems okay. We can just jump onto this rope and into this opening, and we are on our way. I believe we are just about to enter the halls of echoing repose.
Tombs with piped-in music. How classy.
Grab a golden bone and jump up here. Grab this vase. Looking around, I think we're okay. We could just jump out this way. And we round this corner, and in here is the room with the ghost challenge from last week. And that's a trap as well. And here's how you do it when you don't have a ghost challenge to worry about. Grab the gold vase. And now I think we can just jump back to the door. Make sure everything's okay. As long as they're still laying there, we're good. Nobody hurt us out here, it seems. Just gonna have to wait for these guys to get out of my way. I'm trying to go straight ahead there and to the left. If only these guys will let me. Is this guy? We're just trying to get up this ladder. So we'll just try to keep an eye on this guy so he doesn't spot us. There he goes. And up. And to the top. The gold goblet. Now, we're going to head down. We're going to go out the way we came in. Head back this way. We're gonna find another golden bone. I believe it's just over here. There's a silver nugget on this little ledge. We're gonna drop down into this little crack. And we're just gonna swim quickly to the other side. And floating in the water, we're gonna find a golden arm. Make our way back. Now we just need to get our way back to the top of these stairs. And now we're going to head over this direction. And we're going to avoid going across the bridge since there's a pressure plate there, you can see. Jump up here. And I believe I'm climbing up the ladder backwards. How's that for an immersion break? There's a green vase at the top. We can get head back down and continue on our way. I think we're okay. Then we're going to go up the ramp. And I'm going to just try to jump onto the ladder. Jump up to this. And here is a Burrick. Now, he probably first alerts to us when we go through here, but I haven't ever seen him do anything more aggressive. He's still standing there, that's good. So now we're heading into this next room, and this is going to be a room filled with those little purple bullet traps. What are those called? What do we call those purple bullets? We can avoid this whole process just by simply jumping down. We'll catch ourselves at the very bottom. It's simple as that. Here is a plaque that says, "He upon whom the gaze of the guardians falls, he shall be destroyed." So basically you just want to avoid standing directly in front of the statues, but the solution is actually relatively simple. You're just using the pillars to basically block you from any statue. Now in this room, as soon as you step in, it lights up. So you just want to stay close to the walls and stay away from the haunt. And then we can grab this. This is the Mystic's Heart. And once you step into this area behind the chest, it transports you back up to here, where those purple things, what are they called? What are we called? Are they purple sprites? Bullets? And I thought when I reached the bottom of this ramp, I might have to knock out one of these torches to avoid getting spotted by this Burrick. But yeah, he seems okay. So we'll just head through here. And we're gonna drop back down on that ladder. Avoid getting shot by fireballs whenever possible. And here we are going to head over to Murad. And as you can see, a little bit different from Gold, because in Thief Gold, that whole platform is made of wood and you can easily rope into it. But in the Dark Project, they didn't think about making that so easy for you. So with no new mantle and no rope arrow capabilities, it was quite a challenging thing to accomplish. Luckily, the only thing that's in there is that purple goblet. This doorway. We are now heading for the Horn of Quintas. Now this is a very simple area to get through. Just hug the wall. I've seen so many playthroughs where people don't hug the walls and get hit by those purple, what are we calling those things? They get hit and it doesn't make any sense. Just hug the wall. It's super simple. Anyway, now we're entering the Burrick Caves, and at first the Burricks will not alert to you, but if you cause a second alert, they will remain in a second alerted state, so that when you take the Horn of Quintas, they will suddenly just trigger and start searching for you. So you do want to avoid getting more than a first alert in this area. I found going like this is a reliable route. That way they didn't actually see me fully. Now we can just wind around to the backside of those same Burricks, and we can head through this way.
Good thing I'm not afraid of heights.
Now we've got some platforming to do. Jump up onto this ladder. Now there's another ladder. This final ladder.
The Horn of Quintas, I presume.
You presume that. You haven't seen it in, say, 150,000 different fan missions? We're going to head over to this side and we're going to just exploit the engine a little and drop down onto this ladder. Catch ourselves. We can just start climbing down. And drop, and we are out of here. Now, we will know immediately if those Burricks are still in the right position. It looks like they are. So they're still in an unalerted state, which means that they didn't actually spot me earlier. We still just have to get back out. We're just going to take the same route we did earlier, but in reverse. And I believe we can go this way. And we're just going to have to be quick here. Jump across this and get into a shadow. They seem okay. So let's run over in this direction. And now we can get out of the Burrick Caves. Once again, you just want to hug the walls to avoid getting hit by the purple. But seriously, what are they called? Like, there's got to be a term. It's been 25 years. Anyway, when we get to the bottom of the ramp, we're going to go to the right and jump across this small gap. Now we're on our way to the Mystic's Soul. We'll go down the wood ramp. Now, first, we're going to make a slight detour into this Hammerite area. Once we're done making a lot of noise, we'll be able to grab some purple goblets off of the top of each sarcophagus. There. There's one more, but first we're going to drop down this ladder. And I can show you what we're going to do with these gold bones. Pick those up, and we're just going to drop these into the sarcophagus down here. And there you can get some resources in case you need anything to help you deal with the zombies. But now, I'm just going to jump back up, grab the final purple goblet, and yeah, let me just show you something. This is what happens when you step in to the light. It's your pressure plates, and it shoots you with more of those things. How is there not a turn? We're going to leave that area, and now we are finally entering the area with the Mystic's Soul. And you know this is the Dark Project when there's no Fire Shadow, baby. They included the Fire Shadow for Thief Gold because you could actually softlock yourself in this mission, and having a creature that drops fire arrows for you was their solution. So we're going to use those fire arrows we picked up from earlier to light all 5 of these torches and set up a whole bunch of alerts in the process. And now, we're going to swim down here, avoiding all of the zombies that were just released in there. And we're going to get up and out of here. Now, we just need to jump onto this left side. And you gotta be careful, there's a whole bunch of traps here. So lean forward, grab the Mystic Soul. Be careful. But for now, I think we can just jump across, get onto this ladder. And I suspect we're going to set off some more alerts down here. Because this is going to drop us down where all those zombies are. And just run like hell. That's pretty much all we have to do here. There's some more loot to get, but we are actually going to make our way towards the exit. Jump past this zombie. Almost got hit by that fireball. This time we're going to run past. We're right outside of Murad again. This time we're going to run straight up this ramp. Up at the top is this weird Sure. Why? Is your face trapped or something? Hey, look, it's like a skull race. Now we'll jump back up. Get out of here. Grab our rope back. Now we're just going to head down the ramp. It's going to take us to the exit. You can go either way. You can go left or you can go through here. But this is what we're looking for. This is our exit. We get out, back to the surface we are, and that's the end of the mission. What a fun little mission. I love that mission, actually. I'm positive that I had a different opinion of it when I first played it. And there it is. And in just under 21 minutes, we got all the loot. There are no pickpockets. But ultimately, it's a lot of fun. I mean, a fully undead mission, the first one in this game so far. This mission can really make you feel like you're getting turned around the whole time. It can be very confusing. And one of the best things about it is that it has 3 primary objectives: the Mystic's Heart and Soul, as well as the Horn of Quintas. It's so fantastic. What a great mission this is. And I think that in spite of how confusingly laid out it might be, this mission definitely earns a 9 out of 10 rating. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jackow's Ghost. Be sure to like and subscribe on your way out, and we'll see you later, you taffers.
He's dead. Let's head back now.